Chapter 9. Our House. Important terms: swift, rapid, portable, capable of being carried about, modest, not excessive, dwelling, staying, nomads, people who move with their animals from one place to another in search of food, drainage, process by which water or liquid waste is drained from an area, house. We all need houses to live in. They protect us from heat, cold, rain, wild animals, and thieves. People living in different regions and climates make different kinds of house. Classification of house. Depending on the size, we can classify houses as small, medium, or big. Based on the type of roof, houses are divided into sloped roof and slatted roof. Slopes or slanting roofs are used in places where heavy rainfall or snowfall occurs. Buildings are the dwellings of individual families that have many units, one for each family. We call them independent houses or flats. In remote areas and mountains, houses are made of locally available material. Such houses are called kacha houses. On the other hand, houses that are made of brick, cement, etc. are called pakka houses. Some people keep moving from one place to another. They make houses that can be carried. These are temporary houses or mobile houses. Other houses that can't be moved are called permanent houses. Houses can also be classified as cheap or expensive. Huts are least expensive. Cottages are relatively cheap. Villas and bungalows with costly interiors are called luxury homes. Special types of houses. Caves. Primitive men and animals lived in caves or caverns. These are seen both on mountains and along sea coasts. Huts. These are small crutch shelters. Huts are mostly made of natural and locally available materials. They are quickly made and cheap. Huts can be seen in remote tribal areas only. Tent. A tent is a temporary portable shelter. They are made of assembled fabric and poles. They are used by nomads, soldiers, NCC cadets, and disaster victims. They carry their tents along with them wherever they go. Stilt house. These are also called pile dwellings. These are seen on mountains. When constructed near lakes, they give primary protection from deluge. They are built on wooden posts called stilts. Tree house. These are seen in forests for protecting dwellers from animals. They are made among branches of mature trees. They are used as recreation shelters in wildlife tourism. Houseboat. A houseboat floats on water. There are many houseboats floating on the Dal Lake in Kashmir. Tourists from all over the world come here to stay in houseboats. Cottage. These are modest dwellings and cozy homes. They are a blend of traditional buildings and modern facilities. These are popular in tourist resorts. Satos Cove. In Kerala, houseboats used for understanding leisure trips are locally called kettaulams. Bungalow. The low-rise Indian dwellings with verandas are called bungalows. Igloos. An igloo is made up of ice. Eskimos build it from the blocks of snow or ice. It is usually dome-shaped. Eskimos are the people who live in the coldest regions. In winters, these regions are covered with snow. Karwa. A karwa is a house on wheels. It is a movable house. It can be parked anywhere just like a scooter or car. Nomads and gypsies live in karwas. They use them to go from one place to another. A good and clean house. A good and clean house keeps us healthy. A good house should have all the things needed to make it safe and comfortable. It should have doors and windows to let the fresh air and sunlight in. It should have enough sunlight to kill germs and keep the rooms dry. The windows and doors should have proper wire netting to keep flies and mosquitoes away. In order to carry dirty water away from the house, we should have a proper drainage system. The drains carrying water from the kitchen and bathroom should be properly covered to keep mosquitoes away. We should dust and clean our furniture regularly. We should keep everything at its proper place so that our house looks neat and tidy. The floor should be swept and mopped every day. A germ killer like phenyl should be used while mopping the floor. Toilet and bathroom should be cleaned daily. We should keep our dustbin covered to keep away insects that spread diseases. Teacher's note: talk about different houses of different regions. Fact file. 1. Eskimos are the members of a race of people living in northern Canada, parts of Alaska, Siberia, and Greenland. 2. Stilt houses are built primarily for the protection from flood. Let's summarize. 1. An igloo is made up of ice. 2. People like soldiers and NCC cadets live in tents. 3. A karma is a house on wheels. 4. A houseboat floats on water. 5. Nomads live in karmas. 6. A good house must have doors and windows to let the fresh air and sunlight in.